That's pretty good. I like how they've updated this. It's a lot clearer. You can see if you're streaming and also when you're recording. So just like there's about a 10-second delay from when someone comments, and I've just put a little countdown timer.
Okay.
So.
But you don't expect there to be any comments?
Only from members, but it is live, so I've confirmed that it's live and I'll be able to see any comments, so I'll be able to shout them out for you.
When do you want to start?
Oh no, I'll give you a countdown, so don't you worry. Yeah, so. And I'll talk, if I feel that there's any gaps or anything, I'll just butt in.
Aye, that's
Because
fine.
it's just meant to be really informal.
Because I'm saying I'm doing this in a different kitchen is to prove that it should work.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. And I could be doing some production bits behind the scenes, so. Yeah. So the idea is that the live stream just gives people a chance to, if they are going to jump on board, it gives them a notification. And then there's usually about 10-15 seconds gap from us doing stuff. So basically you've got a very short window of live and not live.
Okay.
So hold on, why is this doing that? Just noticed that we're
There's someone plugged there. Welcome to our first live stream. This will be interesting, it'll go warts and all, but what we're going to do is make tablet live. And lots of people, after seeing the recipe on Granny's Scottish Kitchen, wrote and said they were having difficulty with the tablet, it wasn't turning out, they weren't quite sure how long to boil for, and all of those kind of things. And they wanted just to see exactly what I did in every single stage. So this will be quite boring in the middle, just while I wait for the tablet to boil. But if you're doing this along with me, I'll just recap on the ingredients. Basically, this is what's on the Granny Scottish Kitchen website. But I'm going to recap on all the ingredients again, and we're just going to get started and make the tablet. So first of all, you need a tray about that size. Now I quite like these thin, cheap trays rather than the big heavier metal ones. And we're going to lightly butter that tray. I'll do that just in a moment. Now in your pot, and again, maybe it's the pot that can maybe affect the way that your tablet turns out. I'm using my pressure cooker pot because it's got a good heavy base. I'm actually in a friend's kitchen. I'm not actually even in my own kitchen because I've got to prove to them that this tablet recipe actually works.
I'm sure it will. And if anyone has any comments or any questions as we go along, then don't feel afraid. Do please ask.
Yes, just ask questions as we go along.
It's going to be very informal, isn't it?
Absolutely informal. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is just take a knob of butter. Now again, people will say, what is a knob? Well, this is just roughly a spoonful of butter. All that this does, it doesn't really add that much to the recipe, but it oils the bottom of your pan because it's going to reach quite a high temperature just in a little while. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put the cooker on, right? And again, it's a different cooker to mine, but what I'm going to do is put it on at 5. That's halfway, okay, I hope. So that's a medium heat at 5. And I'm just going to let that butter melt there nicely. Then I'm going to get all my other ingredients ready, and there's not that much to it, to be honest. You need 1 can of condensed milk, and I remember people saying, what size? Well, it's 397 grams, whatever that means. It's just an ordinary tin of condensed milk, and we add that to our melted butter. Okay, so the butter's melting nicely. Just going to let that just melt right down. Doesn't matter if it's not fully melted by the time we add this in. Honestly, it really doesn't. So I'm just going to scrape out all the contents of that condensed milk into the pot. Just give that a bit of a stir. Now again, maybe the kind of milk you use, because what I'm going to do now is fill this condensed milk tin with whole milk. I've made it with semi-skimmed and it's worked just the same, but I think I prefer it with whole milk. So I'm filling the tin up with the whole milk. And I shall add that to the pot as well. Okay, and the butter is melting nicely. It's nearly all melted down now. It soon will when it reaches a high temperature. So I'm going to leave it on at 5 because I'll be stirring it all the time. Now while that's melting, I may as well just oil this tray. Okay, in case you're wondering, I've got a bowl of water there because when we start boiling up, we've got to test for soft toffee lumps, etc. So I'm just going to rub some nice butter on here. Don't make it too buttery, but it's just really to grease the tray a little bit so that the tablet will come out easily. So I'm just giving a bit of kitchen roll and just rubbing that tray. Okay, and that's all really I need to do with that. Okay, so I've got my condensed milk, I've got my ordinary milk, I've got my knob of butter, and then it's just what we used to call a 2-pound bag of sugar, which is now 1 kilogram bag of sugar. Okay, and we're going to use all of that. So while this is just heating up, butter melting, right, I'm going to add the bag of sugar. And it's quite a crucial stage, you know, just making sure that you keep stirring. I mean, obviously the melted butter at the bottom will help. As I say, I'm using my pressure cooker pot, which is absolutely ideal. And I'm going to leave that on at 5. And it's at this point that it gets a bit boring. And I think in the initial video, we just kind of dropped in every so often, maybe every 10 minutes or so, because it's like watching paint dry, you know, watching this reach its boiling point and then, you know, getting to the temperature required. At the moment, when you look at the tablet mixture, it's virtually white. That's because it's just milk and sugar. But as soon as that sugar starts to dissolve and it reaches a decent temperature, that will actually change to a nice golden brown colour. Okay, so if you're doing this along with me at the moment, you just maybe need a few moments to catch up with where I'm at. So I'm just going to keep stirring that, and hopefully in about 10 minutes or so we'll see it begin to bubble a fair bit. Okay.
I know that some comments that we'd had were talking about the kind of condensed milk you use and the kind of, is there any particular preference, or have you always used that brand?
It's the only brand I've ever seen actually in the supermarket, Carnation. I'm sure other brands are available, but I actually haven't searched out any other brand. It's just I go to condensed milk and that's it. To be honest, you can actually make this with evaporated milk. I've used evaporated milk before.
Would it taste any different?
No. I've actually made it. I've made it just with 2 tins of milk as well. I mean, it's not the condensed milk gives it an extra sweetness and creaminess, as does the whole milk. But there are so many recipes out there for tablet. This just seems to be the tried and tested one. I used to have an aunt that ran a little local shop, actually in Denny, in Scotland, and every night she made 2 pots of tablet, and the money she made from that, because it was in the days before card payments and things, she used to keep a separate cash pot, and she made 2 trays of tablets, and all it cost her was the milk and the sugar, and whatever she charged anyway, she put in a separate pot, and at the end of the year that paid for her summer holiday. And that is a true story, you know, but that was many, many years ago. We're talking about maybe 50 odd, even more than that, years ago. Yeah.
So if anyone from America was watching, obviously they would be looking for imperial instead of metric. So I'm going to have a look as we go through this live stream, what any measurements.
I think I did that on the recipe initially. So the 395 grams will be, we did measure it. I think we did that at the time when somebody asked that question. I just can't quite recall.
And of course, people can get that recipe by going to facebook.com/Granny's Scottish Kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. So already this is beginning to, you can still hear the scratchy sugar at the bottom, but it's getting there. All the butter's melted. It won't take long when it's on at a medium heat. I mean, I've done this various ways. I think when I did it initially for the video, I kept it on at a very low heat because I used to do it at night when I was multitasking and doing lots of other bits and pieces. Now I tend to just make the pot of tablet quite quickly, but I could be tidying the kitchen or, you know, emptying the dishwasher, that kind of thing, when this is doing it at this stage. As soon as it starts to boil, though, you really need to be with it to keep stirring, or it will burn. There's no doubt.
Luckily, you don't need to tidy your kitchen today.
No,
it's been done for you.
My friend has tidied the kitchen. Oh dear. But certainly for like summer fairs and, you know, things like that, I mean, a tray of this, people will pay like £1 a slab, and the markup is quite incredible. No wonder my aunt got all her summer holidays out it, you know. Did manage to get some sugar on that tray there. Me opening the bag of sugar. Some of the sugar fell on the tray. Just get rid of that there. Yes. I'll just wash out this tin. I won't scrape the tin and lick it at this stage. I'll just wash it out.
Yes, we'll do that off camera.
Yep. Right.
I've just turned down the mic for you just because of the water.
Awesome.
So yeah, we'll get warts and all with this live stream, which is good.
Yeah. All the catastrophes as well. Any catastrophes that are going to happen.
I'm sure it'll be absolutely perfect.
Yeah. And obviously when we are filming for the polished videos that you see, lots of things do go wrong, but you don't see those. But with a live stream, and of course next month we're thinking of doing a big, massive cook-in as a live stream, with lots of slow cookers and, you know, ovens being on, and just batch cooking things like pots of soup, spaghetti bolognese, big batch cook of mince for chili, like chicken fillets, curries, because I sometimes, you know, sometimes do that.
Will that be for members?
Yes.
So
yes.
not for the general public?
No, just really for members that have asked, because there's some people that have taken the time to ask questions, and I think, you know, they deserve that.
And of course, anyone who wants to ask a question can do so in the comments down below. Absolutely. And in the chat of the live stream. Yep. We'll also keep the live stream up, so if you rewatch this video as a member, you'll be able to see any other questions or anything that you might find interesting will be good. And of course, we've got we've also got the opportunity in future live streams. If you do say hello, we will give you a shout out. Mm-hmm. But today is a bit of a practice, bit of a test, isn't it, to see how well we can do this live, and also to see if it would be kind of thing that we can feel comfortable to do again in the future. And
people might have some requests, like, I'd like to see you do such and such. Because sometimes, I mean, I'm not saying everything that we cook is absolutely perfect. We've had some disasters, but I think that's just the way of things, isn't it?
Have we? We've never had any disasters, have we?
Well, I think when it's things you've not really tried and tested, I think, no, I suppose not. Nothing major, not a major disaster anyway.
We should say, for those of you who are watching, thank you very much for becoming members, and we hope that this does help you. And as I say, if you do have any questions or queries that maybe haven't been answered in the main video's comment section, then do let us know, because we are here and we do answer them. And I know that some of our friends in America who are a bit further away or have a different time zone, we will endeavour to answer all questions irrespective of what time of day that they are asked. We will always be able to get to your questions and queries. And so yeah, thanks again for supporting the channel and for being members. So this section then, how roughly have you, how long does it take? About 10 minutes, did you say?
Well, it could be about 10 to 15 minutes for it to start kind of bubbling. Right. I don't want to keep turning it up because I like to just keep it on that even 5. Because once it starts to boil, it's rapid. And again, this is the slow bit, isn't it, really? And if somebody wants to perfect a tablet, I think by doing this along with us live, hopefully they'll get the same results. Because there were so many people said, you know, that they tried it, it tasted lovely, but it didn't set. Or they tried it and they thought they'd maybe put too much of milk in it or something. And I thought, well, how can you if you're just taking the tin and topping up the tin? You know, I think that's... The danger is if you just do it freehand, you know, with the milk.
Some people had asked, what kind of milk do you use as well?
Yeah, well, the condensed milk is the best tablet, but you can use evaporated milk.
I mean, obviously you've got a tub of milk on the table there.
Yeah.
What kind of milk is that?
That's whole milk. Yeah,
Whole milk.
but it works with semi-skimmed. I wouldn't do it with skimmed milk. I don't think that would
And
be
for
very
those
good.
and for those with the intolerances or indeed vegan, have you tried it with oat milk or almond milk?
No.
No. That would be worth a try, wouldn't it?
Yes. And again, you would just have to use the equivalent of like the tin size, the 375 grams, whatever that is in liquid. I don't know, but yeah, that size. Maybe I should just keep the tin. That's what I'll do.
When you're talking about liquids, you usually measure them in milliliters
Mils,
or
yes.
fluid,
I think I
fluid
did
ounces.
that when I first got asked the question. But I think what I'm going to do is keep that tin, and I'll try it with what, oat milk or.
Definitely. I mean, I think it would just be.
Just
I would
to try
imagine
it.
it would take a bit longer, but I'm guessing it would take longer. I think it would be good. I think to have that variation would be good and more inclusive as well for
Because
those
I
who
could
want
just
to
put
give it a
some
go.
of the vegan butter in it, just start it off, and then try it. I know you can buy vegan tablets, so that would be interesting to see if we can actually make it. I have never tried, but always up for a challenge. If I had known, I could have had 2 pots on the go today. That's one thing. You can actually do 2 pots as long as you get someone else to help you when it comes to the beating. Absolutely. Because obviously they're both going to be ready at the same time, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I can do, we'll get a measuring jug and we can just measure. We'll just put water in it and see what that is in mils. Okay. So, do you have a measuring jug? Oh, we can do it later.
Yes,
That's
if
what
you
I'll
go
do.
in, if you go into one of those cupboards there, there should be some there. If not, it'll be in the bottom left cupboard.
No, I'm not in my own kitchen, so I really. Oh, here they are. Yes.
There we are.
Right. Right. Let's just see what this is. It says 1 cup. We're slightly over 1 cup.
1 cup equals.
Slightly over. I think that would be roughly about 300 mils. Because it's 250 mils there and it's above that. So, yeah.
So 1 cup, roughly 300 mils, would you say? Or,
Well, it's more than 1 cup actually at the other side. So, I would say. Wait, I'll get a big. This is quite interesting. Let's get a bigger jug, which might give us a better measure.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need to guess. Right. Yeah. 300 mils exactly. Yeah, so my guesstimate wasn't too bad.
Very good.
So 300 mils of any old milk, because it should work. It's the sugar that's in the boiling process. Right, sorry, I just managed to dirty 2 jugs, but never mind.
No, don't.
Oh, look!
That's what I was going to say. My camera's been trained on it, so I was there before you were.
Yes, sorry.
It's all good. Don't
That's what I'm saying,
apologise.
don't take your eye off this. So that's it starting to bubble. It's still white,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all I'm going to do is just gently keep stirring that, and it'll keep boiling. I mean, we started at 4:30, so this is 10 to 5. So in 20 minutes in, you should be at this stage. Now, I think another good 10 minutes or so, it'll gradually boil, it'll go a nice golden brown, and it's a colour. You can kind of go by the colour, I think, more than anything else. Yeah, that was quick, after me saying you don't need to watch it too much at this stage, but you do, yes. Yeah. It didn't take long to quickly go through the boil there. Yeah. Who's going to eat all this when it's made?
Well, I know. Oh, me? It's weird. I know that your grandson has already got dibs on it.
Oh, right. Very good. He's the whole reason all this was started.
Indeed.
Yes. Yeah, that lemon cake I made on Sunday wasn't just as good as the original one, and it's definitely the lemons. I got unwaxed lemons, but sometimes if they're a bit waxy, I know even unwaxed lemons can be waxy. It just wasn't as light. So I'm going to try it again without the lemon rind in it, and just maybe put a splash of lemon juice in it, and just keep the lemon juice for the icing, to see if the cake would be lighter. So that you make the same things over and over again. Sometimes they're just not quite right. Now again, this big wooden spoon I think's worth buying, especially when it comes to beating, because it's really hard work. And the bigger the spoon.
What's that called? Is that the spurtle?
Well, it's like a spurtle. I thought was just like a bit of wood.
Oh, is it?
I think so. This is just a big wooden spoon, and don't ask me where I got it. I've had it for years.
Where did you get it?
Yes.
I had problems with my microphone muting and unmuting then, so yes.
Oh dear.
I'm sure you'll be able to get it all good Scottish cook shops, or
Yeah,
any
I'm
cook
sure.
shop in general.
Yeah.
Just the biggest wooden spoon you can
Yeah,
possibly
I
buy.
don't think I've ever seen another one. I must have a look when I'm in these cook shops.
I know some other feedback we had was about how long do you keep stirring it for? Can you use a whisk? These sorts of things.
No. You can't use a metal whisk because the heat would travel right up and melt your whisk.
Right.
Yeah. So you can't do anything like that, and you have to be so careful because of the temperature that reaches.
I see.
I mean, in proper confectionery places, they'll probably have a sugar thermometer. I don't own one of these, so I'm kind of an old Scottish granny that just does it all as it was years ago.
You
know.
kind of know by sight and by feel, don't you?
Yes. Well, I can see at the moment it's just pure white. There's absolutely no way this would be ready. As soon as it boils a bit more and turns golden, I'll put a splash of it in this bowl of water. Okay? And then you just let it cool and you push it to see if it's a kind of soft toffee lump. So we'll be at that stage maybe in about 10 minutes or so. Yeah. So it smells lovely though, doesn't it? It smells really nice.
It does already.
All
It's
that
smelling good. Yeah. And if you want to, I mean, if you need to, we can open the door. Or is the fan on? Because I can't hear it. No? No fan.
It doesn't matter.
It's the second button along anyway. If you do
No,
need
I don't think it's on, just the light's on. It's fine. No, it's as long as you're okay. It would make maybe too much noise with the fan on.
Cool.
So I'm doing not too badly in somebody else's kitchen.
Absolutely.
Just to prove it does work with somebody else's kitchen.
Absolutely.
However.
So this is like someone else's Scottish kitchen.
Yes. I do think the pot makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this used to be a pressure cooker pot, and the top bit didn't work very well. I think a bit broke off it, but the actual base is actually quite good for tablet. Yep. So it's bubbling away, boiling away nicely.
And you can afford to let it go into that deep caramel colour, can't you?
Oh yes, it needs to, yeah. I mean, I'm just going round here just so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Because it's amazing how quickly that could just burn. And there's not much you can do if you get big burnt bits in your tablet.
Nothing worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine you're looking sort of between 180 degrees centigrade, maybe.
I have no idea. I'll need to read about that. I'm not quite sure what the degrees.
If it's a boiling point, then I think you're looking kind of a higher boiling point anyway for sugar to caramelize.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't put your finger in to taste.
Yeah, don't put your finger in. That would be too dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is absolutely lethal.
And to our younger members, always make sure you've got a grown up to help supervise you with making this, because it is potentially explosive. So.
But when it's on this kind of cooker as well, it's quite slidey, with the hob. Yeah. So yes, it's doing away nicely. There are a couple of things you can look out for, and that's it going a nice golden brown. And also at the sides, you begin to see the sugary bits at the side, when it's beginning to really get to the stage of taking it off and beating it.
Caramelize.
Yes, I suppose that's the word. Yeah.
So for those of you who are new to the channel, we've been going for just over about 2.5 years, and it all started just by an experiment, really, just by using a bunch of mobile phones just to film Granny just making lots of exciting, relatively Scottish recipes, and then was branching out into different things like sweet treats, tray bakes, non-Scottish recipes as well, which I'd probably be fair to say haven't been quite as popular on the channel. But certainly the more Scottish ones, like we've done burn suppers, we've done individual elements, we've done haggis, we've done neeps and tatties, we've done all sorts of exciting things. Stovies, yeah, all sorts.
Thumps.
Yeah, rumbly thumps.
Scottish, but I think they are actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
potato scones and stuff like that, and the square sausage, that was all quite popular, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but nothing has been as popular as the tablet. And I
No.
think that's what was frustrating people, not being able to make the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Because our video just kind of showed the highlights, like, you know, do this, and then it was all condensed into a very short video.
Mm-hmm.
And that was why the requests came through. Please just do it live so we can see. Now already I think it's beginning to turn that nice golden brown colour. Not too much just yet, but it's getting there. It's not pure white anymore. Yeah.
And for those who are interested, where can they get the apron that you were wearing?
Yeah, I think that these are on the site. They're actually through a company that do these. There's oven gloves, aprons, mugs.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there?
Yeah, that's where you've got basically oven mitts, you've got pot stands, you've got aprons, you've got so these are things if you want to become.
And it is through a company. We don't really have any control over the pricing or anything. It's just the, you know, because I thought, you know, they were nice though, because we ordered the oven gloves.
They are very nice and they're very good quality. So anyone who
I think that's it. It is quite good. It wasn't rubbish, you know, when it came.
Anyone who does want to be a part of Granny's Scottish Kitchen can be a part of it by getting some of these very useful and high quality kitchen items. Yeah.
Even just for a special granny, if you wanted to buy something, you know.
Ideal for a Christmas present or birthday present or Mother's Day or anything like that.
Yeah. So we're half an hour in. Remember I said I think it should take about an hour in total. And again, it's just boiling away nicely. It's turning a very pale golden brown. Still not the nice kind of golden brown that we're looking for though. But at any stage, what you can do is you take your bowl of water, and I'll just show you. It's not ready yet, but I'll just give you an example. And you just take a little and just pour it in. And I mean, I can tell that that's not ever going to work because it's just a, you know, it's just a kind of flat mess in the bottom. But as soon as that gets thicker and thicker, it'll be a nice soft toffee lump, a nice golden brown colour.
So you'd recommend only doing the water test once it was golden brown?
Yeah, I mean, I was just showing you an example there that it's definitely not ready.
I mean, that's part of the reason why we did it in this kitchen, because the worktop's kind of the colour you'd be looking
Absolutely,
for tablet.
yeah. So if I pour that water out, I mean, there is some there at the bottom, and if you push it, it is going sort of like a toffee lump, but it's nowhere near. I ended up with, when I was doing it at home, about 6 different bowls every stage I was testing it. Yeah.
Obviously, the more tablet-like you want it, the more the golden brown you want. If it's too early, it will be a bit more fudge-like, I think, or not quite as rigid, would you say?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it always still tastes lovely, even if I think that's what everybody fed back, saying it didn't turn out like tablet, it didn't break like tablet, but it tasted delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Just I think probably when we filmed it, it probably, I think we agreed it probably could be cooked a little bit more to make it more golden brown.
Yeah.
So I think because we were doing it for at speed really, because I think we filmed 2 or 3 recipes at one go, I think that day.
I think we did, yeah. When we started the channel, we tended to do 3 or 4, which is quite exhausting.
Mm-hmm. Gosh. So in case you're wondering who this voice is, I'm Euan. I'm actually the filming person, the one that films and then edits the videos and uploads them to the channel. And so it's been quite good fun to sit and just basically just film and document and share all the food that I've been very lucky enough to grow up with, really.
Yeah, and I think when we do the big cooking, you'll be surprised at how we might actually do a full budgeting thing, like, you know, if you buy this, this and this, these are the number of meals you'll get from this. Then I'll need to rely on someone with a big freezer to take it all, because we've kind of cut down on things like that now. But this tablet actually, see, once it's made, I found, and I tried this, because people said, oh, you can't freeze it, you can't do this, you can't do that. But honestly, I put it into squares and I put it in the freezer, and it was absolutely fine when I took it out. And the reason I did that is if you've got people over for a meal, it's quite nice to serve a square of tablet with your coffee. That and a nice Gaelic coffee, you know, with whiskey and fresh cream. But yeah, that was the reason. I thought, I'm going to test this out to see if this will actually freeze. And it did.
Is that not one of your videos as well?
Yes,
Gaelic
it is.
coffee?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because that, remember we stressed we made it with whipping cream rather than double cream.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We do have a forthcoming video which is coming out soon for everyone, and that should be up hopefully within the next few days. I'm hoping to do it this weekend, and so yeah, the next few days, look out for that soon. Of course, members get early access to new videos, so they'll be available for members and then available for everyone else. So if that appeals to you, then definitely do check out the members tiers down below and gain access to that as soon as possible. In fact, it's going to be a really nice savoury one, and I can attest they do taste very good.
But like all fresh produce, I mean, I've put some in the freezer actually, because there's no preservatives or anything in, so things don't last when it's like homemade, but it's certainly worth it. Just freeze what you can't eat that day. Yeah. Now, as you can see, it is beginning to turn that nice golden brown colour. It's still not quite ready, although the sides is beginning to get that sugary way, but it's still not enough. And I think this is where people would think, oh, it's golden brown, I'll take it off now. But it's still not quite there. Now, I'm a bit reluctant to stop stirring at this stage to wash out that bowl, but I'll need to do that.
Well,
I should have had more bowls.
Do you need someone to carry on with that stirring?
Can you do that?
Yes.
Good. Or wash the bowl, whatever.
Okay, I'll wash the bowl then.
Right, okay. Right. Just wash out the stuff at the bottom and fill it with water again. I might even get another bowl out, so I've got 2 in the go. So it is quite handy if you've got lots of people in your kitchen, because somebody could be doing bits and pieces and tidying up, and you know, because it is a bit of a boring job standing here stirring tablet. Yeah.
Well, you've got someone to chat to, so
I
not
suppose
too
that's
boring,
true.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the idea is it is such a quick, sweet treat. So to be able to do it so effortlessly with such few ingredients as well.
I know.
You know, and just think for those who would maybe want to use it to, you know, have a baking stall or, you know, think about selling it at a local fair.
It's always very popular at fairs.
Or church group.
Yeah. Mind you, I've bought some terrible tablet in my time. I don't know what they do to it, you know. Right, so we're getting there. Again, I can feel the kind of thickness, and we're just about 35 minutes in now. I feel it beginning to come together. It's getting a bit thicker.
Matching the colour of the worktop.
Yes. And you'll see it around the sides. It's still not quite as sugary as it should be, but it's getting there.
Also, when you watch this stream, whether it's live or on the replay, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, because we're always keen to know which side of the hemisphere of the earth we're attracting more viewers from. So I know we get a lot of questions from Americans, but I know we've got a lot of UK viewers as well. So do let us know where you're watching from, either on this live or on the replay, and we'll definitely give you a shout out.
Right, and I'm going to do maybe the second drop in just to see what that's like. See if it's a bit different to the last one. Yes, and I can see it is a bit different to the last one. Just watch you don't accidentally drop your water into your bowl.
Drop your water into your bowl?
Well, this into the pot, I meant.
Into
yes.
the pot. Ah, yes, yeah. What would happen if you drop water into the tablet?
Well, I think it would ruin it completely. Yes. So I can actually feel the spoon is getting thicker and thicker going through here. And again,
more resistance, more resistant.
And again, it's beginning to coat the side of the pot. Now, just pour that water out. Now the soft toffee lump is beginning to look like a soft toffee lump. See when I push that in, I'm getting the soft toffee lump.
Well, I can't
Can you see it there? Yeah. See that soft toffee lump?
Yes.
Right. So, it's nearly there. What are you laughing at?
No, you could have just shown it to the camera just beside you.
Oh, sorry. Right, is it this camera here?
Yes, there we go.
Can you see?
Yes.
Right, okay.
That looks very much like a toffee lump.
It does look like a toffee lump. So, I mean, there is such a thing as overboiling it, by the way. Oh, yes. Which you don't want to do.
No.
So I think this is about ready now for beating.
That looks good.
Right, can you see the colour?
Take it from the connoisseur eating person.
And it's 5:10. So it's been on for 40 minutes.
No, it's 5:05.
Is it? Well, whatever.
7 minutes past 5.
UK time. So what we're doing now, yes, I can see it's beginning to
look a lot like tablet. There's a song that goes like that, doesn't there?
And I really need to start beating this before it starts getting beyond the point of no return. So I'm putting that off. And I'm going to start beating that now. It's very hard work.
I'll just lower the volume of the mic so that we don't get smacks and bashes and stuff like that. So
that's why this big spoon is really useful, and you'll be able to see it's beginning to be sugary on the sides.
Oh yes. Okay.
Now, normally I would have something to sit this on.
Well, if you'd have said, I would have got one for
you. I'm in someone else's kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm doing now is just beating that back and forth, and I have to keep doing that until it gets quite sugary. Don't beat it too much so it doesn't come out the pot. I've done that before. So what I'm doing is just going back and forth, back and forth. Oh. It's telling me it's still hot. I'll just...
If you need to, you can just take it off the hob or move it.
Can I move it onto the table?
Yes.
And put a mat down, or a...
No, don't worry. Don't worry about a mat, just put it down.
I can put it on top of this dish towel maybe. Okay, it's easier at that height. It's very difficult to beat at that height. So what I'm going to do is just take it down. It's the same when I'm working. A table height is so much better than a worktop height. Okay, so so roughly 5 or 10 minutes for this stage. Whew. But the colour is absolutely perfect. And I'm just going back and forth with this great big wooden spoon. And basically I'm reversing now. I'm just cooling down the mixture. And it's boiled, it's dissolved everything. And now we're just making sure it gets beaten. And again, you'll see it's beginning to stick to the pot there. That's good. And it's quite sugary around the edges. And you'll see it's quite sugary there. That's good. So if you're doing this along with me while I'm doing this, you'll be exhausted by now. This is why if you've got teams of people that can come in and take a shot of beating, it's quite good.
Is that a hint?
Yeah, but not a young child, because they'd be tempted to put their finger in it and they might splash themselves, and that's not good.
Yes, that's why I won't be stirring it.
Because you're my young child, yes, very good. You.
So how will you know that it's ready to pour then with this stirring?
Well, I can see these sugary bits at the side. As I push that down, it's beginning to get sugary.
Okay.
There's no exact science for this. I usually just keep beating it till it's virtually setting in the pot, and then I pour it out.
And this has to be done manually, like you say.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way. I suppose big companies will have large wooden paddles and things. Yeah.
You cannot get a mixer that comes with a wooden paddle attachment.
No, I don't think so. Not that I've ever seen. But see the edges. See, it's now beginning to look like tablet round the pot. There's quite a heat in that. And also, when you leave it a little while, it's beginning to give you marks. It's quite a...
So it sort of falls slowly and gloopily off the spoon.
Yeah. And it's making a nice... It's not sinking in, it's leaving a little bit of a mark in there. Scraping the pot at the end's always very good. You'll see already there'll be quite a lot. See that tablet kind of thing there?
Show us again.
There. Scrape the side. It's very sugary.
Yes.
So I'll just keep beating. A little bit more. Probably a good 10 minutes or so.
How long does it take to set?
Well, after about 10 minutes, you need to mark out your squares. And then when you've scraped the pot onto a plate, I'll have this plate. And what I'll do is, that'll give you a really good idea. When I scrape the pot onto that plate, you'll see it'll be virtually set within about half an hour. But fully set probably overnight. You know, if you want like hard bits of tablet that can cut into bars, don't go nibbling too soon.
No.
Said he. Yeah, you'll be having it after tea.
Well, Alexander, right?
Whew, right. Whew, right, is that the camera over there? So I could be... See how that's getting thicker? Yeah. It's nearly there, actually. Just move these out the way. Yeah, and as I scrape the side of the pot, you'll see it's tablet, isn't it? the bits that are cooled already are virtually, they're setting on the sides of the pot. And it's not got such a glossy look now. It looks a bit drier now, if that makes sense, and a bit more grainy. And what I'm going to do, I think that's pouring ready. Whew.
That looks good.
So what I'm going to do now is straight into the tray.
The tray.
Is the tray? Can you see the tray? Right. Again, 2 pairs of hands would be handy for this because it's really heavy. Oh, yeah, just hold the edge of the pot because I can't scrape it with my hand's too weak. Right. No, hold the end of the pot. That's it. That's it. Just so that I've got some support for scraping out. Now again, just...
Would have been easier the other side. But
is it easier the other way? It's me that does everything. I just do everything with my left hand, don't I? Kind of ambidextrous in some ways and right with my right hand. Right, so basically, you can see it's, it's virtually set. Oh my goodness me. Right, just sit it on there and I'll scrape the rest out. That's it. Right, you can't say that that's not going to set.
So is that tray just hot from the temperature?
It's just hot from the temperature of the tablet.
Oh.
It's boiling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really hot.
Yeah, so be careful of that. I'll try
Yeah.
and meander into... It's like molten lava.
Yeah. And again, I've probably maybe beaten that too much. As you can see, it's got really sugary. But there's absolutely no doubt that tablet will set. Okay, so I'm just scraping all of that into the tray. And it takes one of these Swiss roll tins. Now, obviously, if it's not beaten just as sugary, I was just determined it was going to set. The first lot I poured out was perfectly smooth. The bits near the end, because I was struggling to get it out the pot. But oops.
And shaking the
wash the
spoon
floor.
doesn't necessarily...
Now, on this plate, what I'm going to do is just put all the kind of scrapings and things, because these are the bits that people will come and nibble, and these bits will set first. Okay, and as you can see, it's virtually setting in the pot because the pot is absolutely sugary.
And it's because you've stirred it enough to cool it, to give
Yes,
it...
I probably could have not beaten it just as long because that was a good, 15, 20
I mean, we were
minutes.
too busy talking.
We
But
were busy talking, yes.
That's fine. You can talk to whoever you want to as well.
Yep. But
In fact, let us
I
know...
don't want him to write in to say my tablet doesn't set because obviously
Yes.
with that I've just done it in somebody else's kitchen.
Do let us know in the comments who you've been talking to whilst you were stirring your tablet.
But I do have to say, I think the pot makes a difference, the big spoon makes a difference, using whole milk makes a difference. So my mother-in-law used to make things that I made. And she said, well, it didn't turn out. And I'll say, well, what did you use? Oh, well, I used this, it's just the same. That used to be a bit of a joke in our house.
Yeah.
That the substitutes she made were never just the same.
Yes.
You know. And I think that's really important. As you can see, it's well and truly set.
No, it's good.
And that was all in 50 minutes.
Pretty much. And then you just leave it to cool completely before you would eat it. Because it'll still be molten sugar at the end of the day.
Yeah, but these bits are quite cool because they've just been at the side of the pot. You could actually eat them.
No.
They're fine. They're warm, but they're fine.
Yes, well, I would advise perhaps not going straight in quite so soon because obviously it is molten
Well, the bits
sugar.
around the pot, yes. The soft toffee lump, as you can see, I didn't have time to actually test that. Just put it
You're
was
so
quite
kind.
Quite a soft toffee lump. Look at that. And look at, you could actually eat that as well. See? Soft toffee lump.
So that's the consistency that you're looking for, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, on goes the tap. Right, I'll just... There we go. Does it taste like tablet? It certainly smells like tablet. Easy peasy. So that will set and we'll leave that to cool and obviously we'll do all the washing up because...
But
Yeah.
it's worth, don't wait too long for marking.
No.
In fact, I'm just going to mark it virtually now.
Yeah.
The tray's really hot.
If you can, mark it sooner rather than later because you will.
And you're not cutting it all the way through.
No.
You're basically just taking a knife.
You're scoring it, aren't
Yep.
you? And just like anything that scores, it's just really useful so that you can mark out your portions.
That's all it is. Because you can take the whole tray out and dump it on a board.
So you can choose whether you have 4 portions, 8 portions,
Yes.
16 portions, or...
Yeah. I know when I make it in our house, if somebody takes a bit and they'll say, well, I'll just straighten up the edge. The end of another full row's gone.
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't make it too often. Now, that's, if you were at a sale of work, you would have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 bars.
Yes.
Now, and I've seen it sell about £1.
£1, yeah.
So from a couple of pound old money bag of sugar and whatnot, the markup is quite incredible. No wonder my aunt went on holidays. If that's too big, obviously you can half it again just for family use.
Yeah, I suppose it's just for the taste.
Yes, you just want that little bit of taste. That's the size I'd make if I was giving a portion to people with their coffee, if they're in for a meal. Okay? But already this stuff, you can see it's beginning to, that's it. Because these are the scrapings, it's already a tablet forming.
What's the texture like for those who aren't able to see what you're doing? Why would you describe the texture? If you pop a bit in...
It's a difficult thing, isn't it? It's just like...
Is it fine granules?
Yes, if you've done your sugar and everything fine to begin with. I mean, when I bite into that, it's not a sugary mess. I mean, I've had tablet that's just been like bits of sugar cubes.
Crunchy.
Just, yeah, I mean, that is quite a nice tablet, but I think that's the condensed milk that does that. It makes it a much better tablet. I found when I did it with carnation milk, it made a harder tablet quicker than the condensed milk. The condensed milk is maybe a softer tablet. And if you make it with ordinary, just plain milk, and you might want to do that, you know, at some point. It was a nice firm tablet as well. So, yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
And that's it.
So those of you who are watching either live or on the replay, let us know how your tablet has gone. And obviously trying to watch a video whilst doing tablet, whilst stirring, and also ensuring that it's the correct...
Difficult to do.
would be quite an interesting experience. So do let us know how you've got on in making the tablet. And as I say, we're hopefully going to do more cook-alongs, and we're going to try in different sort of formats, and you know, we're going to see what works, and we're going to experiment with a few things. But as I say, we wanted to test that the live stream would work, and B, the equipment would work, and C, that it was going to be engaging enough. And so obviously we kept it very simple and very straightforward. But I think it's worked.
I was actually
making more noise.
To sit this on to cool it, like a tray with...
Apologies to those with audio dispositions.
I'm just going to put it in here because you've got a nice wire rack.
Yes, we do.
It's just to cool it because underneath as well, you know, rather than sitting on it's ironed your table, your cover.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Wonderful. So, for those of you who are watching and are keen to want to know more about the recipes and things like that, we do actually have a Facebook group, but obviously you're watching as members, so you may necessarily know or not know about that group. But we are hoping for members very, very soon to be able to launch a recipe book, which is in the process of being created and made. And that will involve basically an interactive ebook, which will be available to members. And it will include clips, and it will include stills, and it will include all the methods and all the tips. Well, absolutely, absolutely. But hopefully, the more members that will enjoy that, the better it will be. So do let us know if that's something that you're looking forward to as a member. We're going to get that out very, very soon. It's a perk for those who are members of this YouTube channel only. So it's important to get involved. And any other recipes that you want to see, do let us know in the comments down below. And we will make sure that we do film those, any Scottish recipes, any recipes you remember from your childhood. And basically, I hope you've enjoyed our live cook-along for tablet. And I think it's fair to say, have you enjoyed yourself, Granny?
Oh, yes.
Excellent, fantastic. Well, I think that remains to be seen. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and do all the things that Granny should eventually be able to say as she learns to be a YouTube
I'm sorry, I'm not very good at
professional.
advertising.
No,
I
no,
can do
don't
the
talk.
cooking, I'll leave all the
Yes.
rest of the stuff to...
Don't talk
other
yourself
people.
down. It's why people like the channel. So
Yes, okay.
very good. So yeah, I look forward to having the tablet, and thank you very much again. And we'll see you
Thank you.
in the next live stream, which will be soon. We'll let you know, and look out for the new videos and content coming soon. Anything you would like to say, Granny?
No, just thank you very much, and thank you because you're the one that does all the work behind the scenes and all the setting up and all the recording and all the sound, and thank you.
No problem. I enjoy it. So thank you very much for joining us with this cook along, and we'll leave the live stream running, just muting ourselves, and anything you want to. In fact, shall we live stream us cleaning up? we could.
Unfortunately, we've got to do that.
Yeah, we've got to do that. So we'll do that. So we'll ring off, and we'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as members, and we'll leave you to the sound of rushing water, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.